Jelena Adzic is here with the story, and of course the story comes on Oscar week, days before, and Oscars that have been dubbed Oscars So White.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the timing is, it's very savvy for the University of Southern California who put this out, but they really wanted to do it at this particular time to highlight how important it is that these changes, they need to happen, according to this study, which will probably not come as a surprise to many. Now, I'm going to give you a look at some movies that they're up for Oscars, either for Best Actor, such as The Revenant, or just simply Best Oscar, Best Pick. Mad Max, Danish Girl, Carol, Big Short, Bridge of Spies. These are all various movies that star a lot of popular Caucasian actors and actresses, and they are up for these awards. But as we see in that glaring image that we know of for all of the main Best Actor categories as well as Best Supporting Actor categories, all white faces. Now, overall, this last study has found that the landscape of media content, quote, is still largely whitewashed. The prequel to the Oscars So White is Hollywood So White. This is according to Associate Professor Stacy Smith. She's one of the study's authors. Now, she says, quote, "We don't have a diversity problem, we have an inclusion crisis." It's just an interesting, different way of framing the situation. What they ended up doing is that they looked at more than 11,000 speaking characters, and they analyzed them for gender, for racial and ethnic representation, as well as LGBT status. Now, what they ended up finding out was that just 33% were female, 28% were minority ethnic, 2% were LGBT identified, and 74% of characters over the age of 40, they were all male. 74%.
Wow.
So that's quite a striking number when you think of it. And one of the quotes that I thought was really quite telling was, quote, "Everyone in film is failing." All of the companies investigated, they all had pretty dismal rankings according to this. And so it really is one of those things that for a lot of people, they've been saying this for a long time and it won't come as a surprise. But, you know, sometimes when you've got these facts to back up what is also your eyes can see, sometimes it does help to propel some change.
And maybe with all of the movement we have seen around the Oscars So White leading up to we'll no doubt hear about it as well at the Oscars this coming weekend.
Absolutely, yeah.
So any light at the end of the diversity tunnel then?
There is a little bit. According to this study, they say that the light comes within film companies that also have digi representation. So people like Hulu, for example, or Disney, which has an online component, because they are the ones that are boundary pushing. You think about TV shows like Transparent, for example. So they're saying that if there's any room for improvement, this is where we can look, that there's a little bit of hope. And by the way, there is a lot of hope to be found in other facts, such as the fact that we have the first African-American woman in the history running a network. This is ABC Entertainment. She used to work on films such as Bridges of Madison County and The Matrix. So obviously there is some hope that when you hire these key personnel, they will push this a very important agenda forward.